Hello. I'm here in my pajamas. I did not feel like putting on regular clothes for this. But I don't know, I guess no one's here yet. But we're going to look at a naturalista while we're here. So for those of you watching the replay, this is going to be our first topic of conversation for today. Actually, I forgot I didn't bring my scissors over here, but we'll make do. I don't have them in here. No. Who's here? Anybody? I see a 1. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. This is the part of the stream that always is awkward while I'm just waiting for everybody to show up. That's why I usually pick up Resilient and just touch her while I'm waiting. There's nobody here. Nobody's saying anything. I'm sorry I was half an hour late. Hi, Glamethyst. How are you? Somebody's here. Yay. You want pasta? I had pasta last night for dinner. With jarred sauce. I mean, it's kind of a faux pas for an Italian person. But sometimes you gotta do what's quick. And I got an email. Spam email. Who else is here? Anybody? Are we ready to start working on this Naturalistas doll? It's, what's Paige is her name. I have had her on pre-order since, like, I don't know. They were supposed to come out in March. I think the pre-orders finally started coming through in, like, April and May. So she finally came, like, a week ago. The box is a little bit smooshed because it came in an Amazon envelope. Yeah. I guess I'll just start opening her. I don't know where everybody is, Glamethyst. It's just you and me. Ow. Just had this piece of cardboard in her hair that I kept looking at, and I was like, driving me crazy. So this part just says Naturalistas, a celebration of natural coils, curls, and crowns. And there's a crown logo on there. And the back has the other dolls that you can get, and says, your roommate is also watching. Her name is also Paige. Well, that's exciting. There's a page just for you. Okay, let's hear Paige's bio then. I'm Paige. Paige is a San Francisco native and chemist with a line of natural hair care products, Naturalistas Hair. With degrees in both marketing and chemistry, Dr. Paige that's in quotations, utilizes her love of science to produce natural hair products that support natural hair health. When Paige is not running her business, she supports organizations that encourage kids to pursue careers in STEM. Paige's motto, natural hair is so special, it defies gravity. Her hairstyle is a wash and go ponytail, and it's type 3C. And there's also a Kelsey in this line, just like me. I did not get that one, but I don't know. I'm tempted because, I mean, it's a Kelsey doll. That's crazy. So now I'm gonna well, this is gonna be difficult without my scissors. But I'll make it work, like I said. Cereal glitter. Is that Naturalistas? Yes, hi. Welcome. Don't apologize for arriving out of the blue. We need more arrivals. It's good. Yes, this is Paige from Naturalistas. And I was just reading about how she is a chemist. Ow. These plastic things. Ah. All right. So, anybody got any exciting plans for the weekend while I'm struggling here with this? I don't want to ruin her hair, but it's like wrapped inside and around. Ow. I'm going to be saying ow a lot. I should have just brought the scissors over. I thought about it and then I forgot. Good Lord. All's quiet in the chat tonight. Usually it's a lot of chitter and chatter. During my weekend, I'll work on my doll. Craft my own doll with resin. Oh, interesting. Do you have like a shop, some like a online shop that we could look at? Like, because that's pretty cool. Custom dolls like that. Like truly custom dolls made of, made from scratch. That's pretty cool. Okay, she's free. Let's just get her shoes. Well, feel free to share it on here. Promote yourself. Because that, like I said, that's pretty cool. I also kind of dabble in that sort of thing, but, mine are sewn because I have, they're made of like felt and stuff. So they're not like dolls. They're like plushes. But I appreciate a fellow crafter, creator. All right, let's put some shoes on. So the plastic that she's made of is interesting. It's a very like matte feeling plastic. Like there's no, there's a little bit, if you angle her enough, you get a shine on her legs, but she's very, very matte. And I kind of like it. It's very soft feeling. Kind of gives it more of like a natural skin feel, which, Naturalistas, right? So then she's got her big poof of hair, which is such a nice color. It's a couple of different No, maybe not. No, I think it's one shade of brown, but it catches light in a way that makes it look like it's got like highlights and stuff. But in the rooting, I don't really see like it looks like one shade, but it's nice. Soft and of course big and puffy, and it's off to the side here. And she's got her earrings, which you can take out, which are made of glittery plastic. Can't really see the glitter in my webcam, but they're nice and in there. Even though they can come out, they're not gonna like fly out. And that's her face. Very pretty. I liked her face out of all of the naturalistas that we saw, which is why I went for her in the end. Doesn't have like crazy range of motion in the head. I guess the neck peg is more of a turning back and forth neck peg rather than anything else. Like you can kind of move the head, but not really. Like you're not getting like Barbie levels of swivel and everything. And then of course we have the other basic articulation of elbows, shoulders and hips. Whoa. And she's high kicking. But her dress is nice. It is what is this material? I don't know what you would call it, but it's very sparkly and shiny. I like it a lot. Look at all that glitteriness. I don't think that the sparkly threads are going to come out. It's very nicely woven in there, all the sparkliness. Dean, hello. I feel like I haven't seen you for a long time. I've been keeping my eyes out for the naturalistas. They look stunning. Simple articulation is a bit of a bummer. Yeah. But I'm willing to pay for made to move body. Yes. And obviously, I mean, I've seen my Froggy stuff already, rebodying them onto different bodies, and there's some decent matches out there. Yeah, but they're still very pretty and definitely good quality. Just, you know, the touching kind of good quality, even though, oh, glitter coming off on my hand. Yeah, even though she doesn't have more articulation, they did put a lot of quality into the actual materials and the construction of the doll. Yes, you do. You missed. I mean, I haven't been streaming as much anyway. Like, not that I was streaming on a regular basis before, but there was a long, long period of time since I did a stream, and I want to try to squeeze them in more often. So I'm looking for these Good Fridays where, you know, the house is kind of quiet and I have some time. And this happened to be one of those Fridays, which was good. And yeah, because it seems like Friday nights are pretty good. Like we get a good turnout. And I think somebody at the end of the last stream was like, yeah, dull people are homebodies. And like, yeah, maybe we are. So maybe that's why everyone's here on a Friday night. But anyway, it's good to have you here. Here's her shoes. Back to Miss Page here. Big ol' stilettos in pink. And then she's got her little clutch bag that says Naturalistas. And she can put it on her wrist. So yeah, I like her a lot. I think she's very pretty. The other thing is, even though she has like bent elbows, you know what's good is that they're not like bent like this, like a total angle. It's a very natural looking bend in the elbow. So she doesn't look so stiff with like straight arms. Doesn't look like a robot either with bent arms, which I appreciate that. If she's gonna have a bend at all, like a permanent bend, having a shallow angle like this is good. She looks like she's gonna strut down the street because she's all important, going to her lab to create more hair stuff. All the doll collectors spend Friday night sipping tea and watching doll videos. Yeah, I could go for some tea right now, but I'm not going to go down, obviously, and make any. I got my water. Water will do. So, yeah, that was Paige. I do like her. I've been also looking for the Naturalista stuff, though. I went running around when I was visiting a friend in Jersey. It was her bridal shower last weekend. So I was like, I'm going to go to some Targets and Walmarts in Jersey and see what I can find. Nothing. I've seen all kinds of people finding the fashion packs and everything. I've had zero luck. I got her on Amazon. So I guess I'll have to get the rest on Amazon. Dean. Oh, good. Glad to know I haven't missed too much. How do you feel about her in comparison to a fashionista? Well, I would say that she comes with about the same amount of items as a fashionista. Like, although usually the fashionista is either a purse or jewelry or glasses, or, you know, there's like one accessory. So she comes with earrings and a purse. So it's slightly more, but in general, basically the same idea as a fashionista. They are more expensive, but you can feel that there is a bit more. Not that the fashionistas are bad quality. I personally really like the fashionistas because I like the unique face sculpts and different like hair colors and textures and styles that they try. But the clothes on them are really where the quality dips the most, because a lot of them are really cheaply made, printed on fabrics and stuff, and some of them are okay. Sometimes they use like I have this one here that I still haven't decided what I'm gonna do with her. Hi, Vanessa. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with her. I kind of want to reroot her because her hair is just like so big and puffy, and I like the color on this doll, on this face, but I just don't like the texture. And yeah, and it would be nice if it was a little bit longer too. So I kind of want to reroot her. And now her shirt and like her outfit is pretty nice. Like, even though this is not like a real denim-y kind of fabric, it at least it has like some stitched trim, and she's got the belt that kind of goes, and the shirt is like a cottony feeling shirt. But there are a lot of fashionistas that come with, you know, just like potato sack dresses or other things that are just not that nice and, you know, aren't hemmed and stuff like that. So this dress, I would say, is a nicer material quality than some of the Barbie clothes. And I'm sure that some of the budget too goes into the kind of plastic that they're using, because like I said, it's a very matte plastic. Like, I don't know, I guess it's kind of hard to see, but you see how much shine comes off of this one? Like, it's really reflecting the light. This is a smoother, glossier plastic. And I think that the matte probably, I mean, I don't know anything about making dolls at that level, but it's possible that that also goes into the cost and the hair, because it is good quality hair too. And a lot of the fashionistas, if they have like colorful hair, use poly. And so, you know, that cheapens them. But her hair is very nice. And yeah, her face is really pretty too. So they're very comparable, but these feel a little more elevated in a way. Of course, I've only had one now, but I've had several fashionistas, and some of them are better than others. In Canada, my Walmart's empty all the time. Yeah, I mean, I've heard from other Canadian people on, that watch the channel that they have a hard time finding stuff. And like, especially because you guys don't have Target, or you used to have Target and now you don't. And I mean, Walmart here is also not amazing. Like, it depends. I see people finding everything at Walmart when new stuff comes out. It's like, oh my God, my Walmart had this, and Target has nothing. And then there's other people who are like, oh, Target has this and Walmart has nothing. And then my Target and Walmart are both like, nothing. And I have to go traipsing down to Maryland or wherever to try to find something. So, yeah, I think it all depends on the area that you live in. I think it helps being closer to the coast also, because you're getting overseas deliveries, and the people on the coast are like the first people to get it. So the East Coast and the West Coast have stuff before everybody else. Or at least that's what I have kind of observed a pattern in. That's the thing. There's some really cute ideas with fashionista clothing, pixelated screenings. Yes, that too. The pixelated screenings. Now, I'm just looking at her face right now that you mentioned it, and her screening is very, very nice. There she is. She's looking at you. But yeah, the pixelation on some of the fashionistas, so it makes it to the point where you got to be careful ordering online or not. I have personally been pretty lucky not getting pixelated faces. I mean, like I said, I've had several fashionistas. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And others, well, yeah, 5. And I've never really gotten a pixelated face. And a lot of them I have ordered online, because fashionistas also take a long time to cycle out, because I feel like Walmart and Target, they just have a lot of backstock of them. So if they are getting the new ones, they're not putting them out quickly because they're trying to get rid of the other ones. But yeah, knock on wood. I don't have any wood. I think this door is wood. Yeah. Knock on wood, I haven't ordered a Barbie online and gotten like a really badly pixelated face, but I have seen them in the store here and there and in other people's videos. She's not holding the purse very well, but I really do like her. I really want to get the fashion packs. I'm going to have to buy them online, I guess. But you know what else I got that I just opened last night, and I haven't edited the video yet, but Tessa but Repro Black Francie. Notice they all have their lips printed on the side or their eyelashes rooted in the eyes. Oof. Yeah, I haven't seen them yet. I was looking for them. That was one of the things I was looking for over the weekend. I was looking for Tessa, and I was looking for any Monster High dolls. And yeah, I did not find either. I ordered her off of Walmart, and she, like, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, and I don't know if you'll be able to tell in the video footage when I edit it, but her right eye is slightly too far out this way, but that's like the only, like, oh man, can you tell when she's looking straight at you? It's just a little bit askew. And you know, because I'm hesitant after all the problems I've had with ordering Rainbow High dolls online. I was like, do I want to do this, or should I just be patient and wait and see if I find her in person? And I'm like, But I don't want to wait anymore. It's so annoying. I haven't opened anything in so long. I feel like it's been so long since I've had an unboxing. So I was like, I'm just going to do it. And if I open the package and her face is a disaster, I'll just send her back and then I will have learned my lesson again. But she turned out fine besides the eye thing. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix the eye. I'm horrified of trying to fix the eye, but I could try. But she's just so pretty. So I just filmed her video last night and I need to edit it. But look at this. Look at this hair. Ah, just hit me in the face. Yeah. I hope that when we do finally get Monster High in person, because I know that a lot of people who were OG Monster High collectors told me that they would just be there in the store looking and like having to compare dolls the way we do with Rainbow High. So I hope that that's not a thing again for G3 of Monster High, because why does it have to be like that in the first place? Honestly, why? What do I think of the constant releases? I do not want to keep up with every single like release that Rainbow High comes out with. Dean, I'm going to try to get it up as soon as possible. She is super pretty. I love her. I mean, even with the eye the way that it is, I look at her and she's just so cool and pretty. I love this thing that she's wearing, this skirt cape thing. But yeah, Rainbow High puts out way too many dolls, but we've known that for a long time. And they're just trying desperately to get people to spend money. And it's working. She's imperfect just like us. It's true. I'm like the hi sugar dolly. Welcome. Yeah, I feel like I'm the home for the misfit dolls sometimes because they just wind up coming to me somehow. And like now they're going to be taking more money from us when they start taking away the second outfits, because like it's looking like that's the way that it's going. That we're going to lose second outfits and they're going to do these stupid blind fashion packs. And I don't know how they're going to do the blind fashion packs, but I'm going to show you. I actually have been dipping into the accessory studio a little bit. This is the Sunny Sun and Moon bag, which is really cute. I don't know if this is going to work for the fashion packs, but if somebody was very careful about opening their accessory studio package, that certain somebody might be able to close it back up and seal it and return it to the store if it wasn't the item that that certain somebody was actually looking for. So combined with a weight guide and like shaking the box a little bit and comparing boxes from a shipper, somebody might be able to cheat the system a little bit in the Rainbow High accessory studio. But, you know, you didn't hear that from me. Because I don't know who that certain somebody is. Personally, on a Rainbow High strike of sorts. Not buying until it goes on sale or unless you feel it's 100% justified. Yeah, I mean, I understand. I personally have cut back a lot. I've also kind of cut down my existing collection. Like a lot of the dolls that I've had on the channel over the last year or so are gone. But I mean, I think that's part of being a doll collector is kind of like, you know, knowing when to let go, like looking at something and like, I'm just not that into this anymore and setting it free. But also like when new releases keep coming out and I'm like, ooh, I want that one. Then it's like, well, now I feel like I got to get rid of one of the other ones. And so you start doing those really hard decisions. But I have, like I said, I've cut back really to one. I mean, I only got one from Series 4 and one of the Neon Shadow. And I didn't think I was going to like Royal 3. And I mean, I'm not going to get the other two. But Tessa is really cute. And I liked her in the show too. So I was like, okay, we'll get Tessa. But I'm really being extremely picky. And like, it may not look like that, but I am because there's just too many. And like, even though the Rainbow Vision ball, costume ball thing is out on Walmart, first of all, I'm still wary about ordering on Walmart or any website for Rainbow High. But secondly, I'm like, I don't need this one immediately. Like, Tessa kind of rose above Demi in my like priorities list. So I think I can wait on them until they go on sale. And even by the time they go on sale, I might totally change my mind and not get them at all. But yeah, I'm like trying to really be picky and particular about which ones I pick. New Christmas collector, our age, basically normal. Yeah, like Roxy Grand. So who was it on Instagram called her Flopsy Bland? It's like, yes, exactly. She's really like doesn't even say Christmas to me at all. Like I thought the holiday Barbie this year, like that dress was boring and not super Christmassy, but Roxy's dress is even less Christmassy, which is crazy. It's so like, and I didn't even realize when I saw her in the show. Now, I hope this doesn't sound like bad, but when she came in the show, I thought she was Aisha in a different dress. And I was like, oh, that doesn't look like her normal dress. Like, why does she look different? And then they were like, oh, this is Roxy Grand. And I'm like, she looks exactly like the rest of the Rainbow Divas. Like, why is she wearing another dress that looks like the Rainbow Divas dress silhouettes that they have? Like, she doesn't stand out from them. How can she be a special edition doll and be like twice the price of the Rainbow Divas and be boring like that? And like, no. I mean, I did notice she has the ankle articulation, so I'm wondering if she has Jet's body, that she has the chest also, which would, I mean, not raise the price that much, that's for sure, but at least you're getting something a little bit special. But otherwise, and that's just not Christmassy to me at all. Not a completionist, not really affected by new releases. Christmas collector doll looks boring. Yes. Basically what we all just said, sugar. Yeah. I I I thought from the like fall lineup that we saw way back, I thought she was supposed to be an art of fashion doll or like something along those lines. Like she was supposed to be the Jet of this year. And yeah. So I was surprised when all of a sudden it said holiday edition. I was like, what holiday? Like, seriously. It would even make more sense for her to be like a New Year's Eve doll, but I think they're skewing her more in the Christmas realm. So Yeah, at least if she was New Year's Eve, you could be like, okay, well, she's going to like a fancy New Year's Eve party at Times Square or something. But no, not Christmas, not at all. No, none of the collector dolls that have released since Jet have been like that exciting to me. Like Lily, I still do think she's very, very pretty, but her price was just never justified to me. And then it got to the point that I was over it. All the other ones though that have come out that are like, I mean, all what, two? Roxy I have no interest in. And then Maria's a whole nother set of problems. Yeah, the hype of everyone else talking about new dolls and getting them really makes you want them immediately. If you wait, you end up with a better deal and a doll you know you want. Exactly. Exactly. And you know what? There is like a slight pressure in the back of my mind, that's like, this is a new doll. If I can find it, I can make a video about it and be topical, and like on trend with all the other YouTubers. But the thing is, do I need to buy a doll that I'm not really totally in love with just so I can make a video about it? No. I want to pick dolls that I really, really am going to enjoy. So that's why, in the first place, I'm already picky. And then, that adds another layer of pickiness is my self-control. Wonder if that can be because the team behind RH changed. Is that true? I did not hear anything about this. I know nothing about who's behind it. The last I heard about anything dealing with like the Rainbow High team and designers was the whole whatever his name, Mike, that guy that nobody likes, that doxed the guy. That was the last I heard about like anything. I don't know anything about the designers. That's why I'm one of your. Oh, thank you. Yes, I do. I stick to my guns. And actually, I mean, I feel honestly like I have bought even less and less and less lately. Cause like, I mean, I'm like feeling a little caged in. Like I have a lot of dolls and just nowhere to put them. And I really want to put them somewhere where I can see them. But I just do not have any more room for shelves. So I have to really be picky. And yeah, and that's also why I've let some go. And I was going to grab something and I totally forgot. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh well. But I appreciate that, Dean. I'm glad that I can be one of your favorites. That's so special. I never thought I would be anybody's favorite. I started this, I was just a girl with a doll and a dream. I do really like Tessa, though. Do I watch 1,000 Splendid Dolls? I do not. The name sounds familiar, but I don't think I've watched that channel. Roll out rack wardrobe. Yeah, right. My room is not big enough for that. And part of the thing is that I have a shelf, you guys have seen my teapot shelf out on the other side of the room. If I didn't have those shelves with all that stuff, the dolls would be over there. But yeah, I do. And I'm not going to get rid of my teapot stuff. I built that collection for years. So the dolls have to stay in the closet. Oh well. I will have to look up that channel because, yeah, like I said, I think I've heard of it, but I haven't actually watched it. Or maybe I've watched a video in passing. I don't know. But I'll have to look. Excuse me, it's hydration time. Teapots, they really are. I have some really fun and interesting teapots. I actually just got, because we went to Williamsburg in July or like late June, and I got a teapot creamer and sugar that are from like the 1920s or something that were made in Williamsburg. And they're really different. They're like rectangular kind of. So, yeah, that was cool. And it was fun that I found them in Williamsburg. I mean, it would make sense, wouldn't it? Yes, Colonial Williamsburg. Hi, Ashley Army with Love 7. And Tori Grinnell. Definitely your favorite Rainbow Vision doll. Yes, I do really like her a lot. Although it's very difficult to pick between like Harley and Tessa because they're both cool in their own ways. Do I have a Holy Grail doll? My Holy Grail doll was this one. So I have my Holy Grail. She's just everything. My smart doll. She's so pretty. I love her so much. Sometimes I just want to be like, you know, like have her sit in my lap all the time. Just like my child. She's just awesome. But yes, I waited a long time to get a smart doll. My Froggy stuff is where I first saw them, and then some weird buzzing noise out there. Yeah, there was I saw my Froggy stuff had them, and that was how I learned about them. And then I started following the Instagram, and I was just always like, oh, I want one so bad, but they're so expensive. And Resilient was my favorite design for a long time. And in the different face molds, because she's had several face molds now, like, what is that weird sound? Anyway. And then her, like, the second face mold that she had went out of stock and never came back. And I was like, I'm never gonna get her. And then she came back in a new face sculpt, and I was like, all right, that's it. I can't wait any longer. I have to do this before she's gone again forever. And that's how I got her on a whim. And I'm so happy. Okay. Where did I go? I want to get my first collector edition doll, unsure on which one to get between Maria, Barbie. Oh, wait, if you like Draculaura. Yeah, I'm really excited about the Draculaura holiday doll. I think when the Monster High G3 dolls start becoming widely available, that's when I'm going to start getting into a ramp up of buying a bunch of dolls. Because, yeah, I'm definitely getting Draculaura and Cleo from the main line. I'm thinking I'm going to get the Gorganizer, but I'm trying to wait and see if I could get that on sale. And if the holiday Draculaura is nice too, I might be going for that one. But I would say, Sugar, if you really want to get a Dia de Muertos doll, I would recommend the Barbie one over Maria, just because the Barbie one, from what everyone has told me about Mexican culture and everything, it's more culturally accurate and thoughtful. And, you know, when it comes to a doll like that, that has to do with something that's very important to the people that it represents, then, you want to go with something that actually properly represents it rather than something that was kind of, carelessly thrown together. So, um, the the Barbie collector doll, like, I don't know how the quality is on the Dia de Muertos doll. I know that the Lunar New Year one is not always like the first Lunar New Year one was only printed on one side, the dress, and that was kind of cheap. But then the second one looked like it had more, excuse me, quality to the dress. So I think they're trying to up their game in the collector area. I don't know how much the Dio one is, though. So I think that one would probably be more worth it. But the Dracula Holiday one, who knows what that one could be like? So I'm going to be holding out for that one. And that one is cheaper. Your Holy Grail doll is your Silkstone Barbie dolls. Yes, I have one Silkstone. I have the second signature pink Barbie from last year. And she's very heavy, but she's really cool. The way that her skin is so smooth and everything, like it feels like porcelain. She's very beautiful. And her dress is very nice too. It's a very high quality gown material. So, yeah, the signature pink line has been like hit or miss though. But they also have all those other Silkstone like reproductions, which are really cool too. But Vanessa, I'm so glad that you have your Grail doll. Like, not everybody gets to get their Grail doll. It's so fun to hear people talk of their Grails, like sparks in the eyes. I also own my Grails, and it's the best feeling ever. It really is. Like, it's like so satisfying, and you would think that there would be like, well, now I got that. So, like, what else am I striving for? But there's still tons of other dolls to like get, which is the great thing. It's not one of those goals that once you get it, it's like, that's the end of my collection. Goodbye. It's like, okay, now I have this, and this is like the prize. So, like, I can show it off to everybody that comes. Like, I showed my friend my doll collection. They are, um, someone who I thought I could share it with without feeling judged, and they were really cool about it. Which was awesome. So yes, I picked up recently, and I was like, look at this one. Look at this one. So yeah, that's what's really great about getting your Grail. You don't have her yet. She's pretty. You only have Minnie. Royal 3 dolls seem more similar to Blackpink K-pop. I don't know a lot about K-pop. So I've heard of Blackpink, but I don't know enough to look at her or any of Royal 3 and recognize anything. So I would take your word for it, probably. I know that, yeah, Tiara's crown or whatever is supposed to be a reference to it, but that's all I know. But Minnie is cute too. I really like her second shoes. Whichever shoe she has that has like the flowers painted on it. Those are really cool. But she was definitely my favorite. I think part of it is because she's got a little bit of that athleisure thing going on. And I do have a thing for athleisure, even though I am the least athletic person alive. So I love this. And this is probably spoilers for my video, but like with this thing on, she just looks like she's going like she's a warrior. Like, I want her to have a sword and start poking people. She just looks like she's ready to fight. Try to look for Barbie that's affordable for me. The old ones keep getting pricey. Yeah. I don't know how much they are. I've never looked for them secondhand, but I don't know how much they are even firsthand. But definitely try, if you're ready to buy a collector doll and you have that money aside and you're going to put it somewhere, towards a doll, then just go for it off of Mattel Creations. I don't think that they really sell out that quickly. I don't think so. Like I said, I've never had one of the Dia dolls, so I'm not sure how well they sell or how quickly they sell out. So glad you got her. Smart dolls are very impressive. Yes, they do have the skeletal system. And yes, they are extremely expensive. But, I mean, she is made to last forever. If you take care of her, of course. I feel like parts of her wig are a little bit like getting a little scraggly, but I don't really know how to take care of a wig. So I don't know what to do about that. If anyone could like direct me to somebody who knows how to take care of a smart doll wig, that would be awesome. But yeah, she's just, and she can do so much fun stuff. I say this like every time we do a live stream because that's when I have time to like sit down and like, move her around and stuff. But she needs more clothes. I made her this outfit, and then I have this dress that I got when I got her. Oh, it's all wrinkly. Oops. But yeah, I have this like sweater dress thing. And this is actually from the Smart Doll store. But she needs more clothes. I need to make her more clothes. I just haven't had time to sew anything but like my Etsy orders. But I will get to it eventually. After Christmas, I usually like to take a break from my Etsy and give myself a little time for free time. Christmas is where things get really crazy on Etsy. Fortunately, you not get any Monster High dolls. Oh, Vanessa, I really do hope that you'll be able to get some Monster High dolls. And see, I was pretty sure, Dean, also that they were being sold internationally. I think you'll probably be able to get them. Maybe not not immediately, but I think eventually, because I can't see that Mattel would just be like, nah, we're not gonna do Monster High overseas. Nah, we don't need that. I can't see that happening. I think they want to really milk this for all they can because they know there are so many Monster High fans out there. Ashley, yes, Minnie's flower shoes. They're so cute. I saw them and I was like, now I need to get them on eBay. The specific box variant they call the international variant that has the words translated in multiple languages on it, which indicates international sales. Thank you, Dean. Thank you for that bit of information. And Dark Cat, hello, welcome. I didn't miss you. The piece that goes over Tessa's shirt is based on a Korean hanbok, traditional dress that has been updated. Okay, thank you for that. I do not know anything about traditional Korean wear or Korean fashion or K-pop fashion. So any information that you can share is I'm grateful for. Makes me a little bit more educated. I do love this outfit though. But her other outfit is cool too, and I love this jacket. It is so cool. Like all the embroidery and patches on it, it is so nice. Ashley, I do hand sewn stuff on Etsy. So plushes, a lot of people commission me for custom plushes. And then I also do like penny rugs. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that. They're like candle mats. So I have a couple of like holiday themed designs and then other little like holiday themed decorations that they're all made of felt. And yeah, so around Christmas, things really pick up because people are buying like Christmas decorations and then they're getting gifts of like custom plushes for their friends and family. So I'm always busy. Hopefully they'll sell MH on Amazon. Yes, I'm sure they will. I've been stalking Brickseek and Walmart's website and everything, looking for Monster High listings to pop up because people are finding them in Walmart and I'm not. Oh, Tessa just fell over. Yeah, people are finding them and I'm having no luck. So, like, I have in my Walmart list, I have Cleo and Draculaura in here, but they show up as out of stock. I don't think you guys can see that. Now you really can't see it. Yeah, they show up as out of stock. And but I have them saved so that if they come in stock, I can be like or try to find the store where they are in stock because again, I really like to see the dolls in person. X Fair Fairy, hello, welcome. But yes, I really like to see the dolls in person because, you know, we've had too many problems. And Cereal Glitter, I am not really into Pull-Up and Blythe. They're not really my style. They're just a little too, like, creepy looking. And, yeah, so, yeah, not really my thing. But I know there are a lot of people who really, really like them. Ashley, my name is, and I'm going to tell you this, but do not feel like you have to go in there and, like, I hesitate to share because while I appreciate you guys wanting to know about the Etsy and everything, I don't want to feel like I'm like, yeah, go buy stuff from me because I don't want your money. But if you want to just look, it's Needlecraft Love on Etsy. So feel free to look. Don't buy anything. Dean, you make doll jewelries and accessories. Ooh. You would send me? That would be so sweet. I don't have a PO box, and like part of that is because like I feel like I don't want to be like, here's my PO box now, send me stuff. You know, like you don't have to send me anything. But I would love to see your doll jewelry and accessories. That would be really, I'm sure they're super cute. You also haven't had any luck with Monster High costume ball. Yeah. I haven't seen anything. I do have, or I just was looking though, because I was in my list before, and it looks like Demi is back in stock on Walmart.com. If you want to take the risk and buy her online. And you know what else just came in stock online is the Fidgy Friends. So I definitely want to get one or two of those. Like, they're so cute. I know you can't really see with my phone's glare and everything, but I really want to get the Fidgy Friends and see what they're like because I just love the idea of the squishy tails that they have. I want to squish them. Hi, Luxarion. You're a Laguna Blue lover, Ashley? Yeah, Laguna is cute. Do you like the new Laguna, though? Since you're a Laguna lover. Or is it strictly old Laguna that you're into? And Luxarion, yes. Rainbow High online is just... You just can't take the chance. And even when you buy in store, you never know. I mean, like, I've had... Like, for instance, Pacific Coast Bella, you can't really see in the tights, but when I switched her from the flat feet to the pointed feet, it stretched the plastic on the fronts of her shins, and so now she has these weird stretch marks on her shins permanently. And I mean, I don't know if that's just a design flaw in general that every Bella has from the line, or if it's just that mine happened to be a little too tight with the leg pieces. But yeah, and I bought her in the store, so even in the store you can have problems. But I just want to show you guys while I'm here, businesswoman Bella, as I like to call this outfit. It's just her like original outfit, but I put I think this is Winter Break Violets t-shirt, and then Winter Break Violets tights, and Bella's shoes. She looks like a businesswoman. And then the other thing is I got Winter Break Violet in the store, but her legs are really floppy, like, and she was really early, like one of the first Winter Break Violets that I saw when they first came out. So I think that's part of it too, is that early dolls have more issues than later dolls. But yeah, and then there was when I bought Phaedra, she had that chip in her lip, and then Margot was awful. Yeah. Sugar Dolly, you only have the option to buy online. That makes it difficult. But I mean, the only thing you can do is just keep sending back and forth. But that's a pain in the butt. And eventually they're going to be like, why are you returning these dolls so much? But it's unfortunate if you can only buy online. I just hope that the doll gods bless you when they pick the random one out of the warehouse. Okay, so yeah. Dark Cat, from what you're saying about the design flaw, it probably, I mean, the reason I said it might not be is only because Phaedra and Margot didn't have that same issue. Margot's leg was actually way too loose and kept coming off on the one side. Phaedra's were tight, but they didn't stretch. So that's why I wasn't sure if it was just my Bella or whatever. But I still love her. She's still like one of my favorite Rainbow High dolls ever. Sugar. I remember when I bought Mina from Amazon, I couldn't sleep out of fear of getting just rolling around in bed. Defective dolls. Ah! That's funny. Dean, really wouldn't mind sending. You could hit me up on Instagram, Dean, if you would like. I think you have messaged me on Instagram before, right? I think. So if you really want to, I mean, that would be really, really nice of you. And I feel like I owe you something in return. I would pay you. Like, I just feel weird accepting gifts because I'm not like, I don't know. I don't want to be like on a pedestal. You know what I mean? We're all equals here. Definitely had some in-store issues with Rainbow High 2. Couldn't find a single Jewel or Mina. Series 4 was awful. Jewel, Mina, and Leela are all really bad. Like, I mean, you guys saw that one on my community tab, that Leela with the eye that was like up here. And yeah. Now, somebody who's really, really good with face sculpts, I thought that her face sculpt looks a lot like Leela also. Are they the same? Are they using the same sculpt for Tessa? Because I felt like the eye shape was part of the reason why the eyes are weirdly placed, because the holes are smaller, that maybe it's harder to get them in the right spot the first time, as opposed to the rounded eyes where, you know, it's very clear where the pupil and the whites should be. But yeah, I just remember when I like first opened the package that she came in, like the outer box, and being like, she looks like a lot like Leela. But like, I liked Leela, but when I realized that her eyebrows were like half the size of normal eyebrows, I was kind of like, oh, that looks really weird. And I still haven't found a good one. You looked out your Aisha that you ordered was decent. That's good. That is lucky. She has some black paint on her shoulder. Ugh. So, Sugar Dolly, did you try anything to get off the paint of on your Mina? That was the one you said, right? I'm scrolling back. Yes. Did you try anything to get the paint off? Because Harley, who had the little thing on her chin when I bought her, even though her face was perfect otherwise, I got the one with the little mark on the chin, and I was able to get it off with a little baking soda. So I don't know if you've tried anything to get anything off. New Deluxe Laguna is pretty. Cheaper remake is odd. No, that's okay, Ashley. You mean like the Haute Couture Laguna that you like her, but you don't like the new one, is what I'm reading from your comment. I can understand that. I mean, I think Laguna is like a big point of contention with the Monster High fandom because they changed her a lot. And I mean, they all are different, but they're all recognizable, you know? Like, I don't know why they decided to do that with Laguna, especially because we already have like a pink coded character in Draculaura. So you would think they'd want to pull in some other colors, but then again, they kind of gave Cleo more blue than she used to have. So I don't know. I don't know what their idea was behind just totally whoop, this is Laguna. It's like did any of you guys ever see the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies? And then they went from like the third movie and then the next movie was like a whole new cast, and Roderick was like with this straight long hair, and it's like, that's not me. This is like a weird reference, but I love the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series, actually. I still read the books. Like, my brother started reading them, and like, I just read them just, I read one for the hell of it, but it's actually got a lot of adult humor in it. It's like one of those like kids things that an adult could read and be like, I see what you did there. That's clever. And so yeah, I still, every year when the new one comes out, my brother gets them for Christmas. He reads them first and then I read them. And there's some really like laugh out loud moments. So when the movies came out, we watched the movies, and yeah, when they changed the whole cast, I was like, why? Why would you do that? I never saw that other one. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, Luxarion. I like the translucent legs too. I think that's a really cool feature. And I mean, I like the design of Laguna without thinking of her as Laguna. Like, I didn't collect OG Monster High, but so I have more of an outsider's perspective on the line, this like G3 line. So as a character as a whole, Pink Laguna is cute and they have some cool features to her. I just don't understand what their like reasoning was, but I'm not like, die Laguna. I know some people were like really devastated and angry. But then again, G3 has been, it's been mixed emotions from a lot of people. On the whole, I'm like really excited about it. But again, I'm coming from it as like an outside perspective. Okay, so I'm not the only one that thinks Tessa and Leela have the same face mold. So, okay, at least I'm not totally off base there. Turns me off is from Leela is the eye color. I don't remember what her eyes look like now. I have to look it up. Oh, yeah. She's got like the really light blue eyes. I mean, I don't hate the light blue eyes just looking at her now. But like, there's like two eyebrow variants. There's like a steeper one and then like a more neutral one. And I think the steeper one, that's the one I mostly see in stores. And with the short eyebrows, I just think it looks really like harsh and kind of ruins her whole face for me when I see that variant. So, yeah, it's not so much the eyes for me as the eyebrows. But she probably would have looked nice with darker eyes too. And Tessa's eyes, well, Tessa's eyes look like the blue purple chip, like the one they've been using since day one. Let me see. Yeah, her eye color is very similar to Violet's in the blue and purple. It's just, this is definitely a different combination. Like they pulled in more of the purple since you can't see up higher on the iris. So they pulled the purple down a little bit more. But it's the same colors. You tried nail polish remover? Toothpaste. Yeah. Well, they also have that acne treatment that people talk about, like with the benzene, not benzene. That's like poisonous stuff. Is it the benzoyl peroxide acne stuff that you put on and you put them out in the sun? I've never done it, but I know that's another option, and I would try. Maybe not. I don't know. You don't want to do something that's too corrosive because then you're going to lose possibly makeup and like the finish on the plastic. So I don't know. Because I've never tried that. And I do actually. And by the way, Jade is wearing Harley's second outfit because I thought it would look so cool on her, and it does. But she has a lot of staining, like black staining on her legs from her boots, because this is winter break Jade. So from her original shoes, and then I had her in Crystal's tights, which was probably a mistake leaving them on for so long. So now she's got like crisscrossed mesh staining on her legs. And so I would probably try that on her, or like Emmy has some staining from her skirt. And let me just show you my Emmy restyle. Isn't she cute? I changed her hair because I felt like she needed something more than just floppy hair. And yeah, she's got Chanel socks, and then her second skirt, her second shoes. Yeah, she's cute. I like this for her. Anyway, Ashley. Yes, Couture one is cool. Yes. Pink Laguna has weird skin. Yeah, well, I don't know. It's weird that she's pink. I agree. It's just weird that they changed her to pink. They also gave blue to Frankie. Yeah, that's true. So maybe they figured there was too much blue and they needed to change somebody. Which means that they took out green. Like, nobody's green now except Deuce. But he's not in like the main core dolls, so hope they make a doll with dark brown eyes. Yeah, they should. I think the darkest brown eyes we got was Cheryl, right? Hers aren't even that dark. She's got like amber eyes, not really like super dark brown. Oh, Cheryl is so cute. Every time I pick up Cheryl, I'm like reminded of how adorable she is. Look at her. She's so cute. Oh, wait a second. Everyone's getting out of order. And yes, I do have an order that everybody sits on the floor. I think Leela's short eyebrows are an Asian thing from an anime. Well, that would make sense. And I figured they probably were some kind of a reference to her heritage and everything. I just was kind of surprised because in the like stock photos, the bangs are always covering the eyebrows. So it gives the illusion that they're full length. And so when I saw like the bangs were like up here in the box, and I was like, oh my God, her eyebrows. I guess it was just like a shock, but kind of threw me off of her for whatever reason. Sugar, thank you. I thought so too. I like I said, she just needed something. And I saw a couple of other restyles on Instagram, so I took some inspiration from that to give her something cute. And her hair is so silky. She has like some of the best of my Rainbow High hair. X Fairy. It's known as retro brighting. Benzyl peroxide activates with UV to return the plastic to its original color. Oh. You do need to be careful. Yeah. Don't want to mess around with that stuff. I don't know. I would be afraid to do it. Because you don't want to ruin the doll more. So it's like a at your own risk thing. But it could be worth it if you could get off some really bad staining. I think it's probably more worth it though if you're trying to like restore a really old doll or some other old item that's made of plastic. Okay, so Ghoulia is green. There was like a leak of like a shelf layout, I think. Why am I sitting in an angle? There was a leak that I saw today of a shelf layout that showed like Ghoulia's box kind of, but not in any kind of quality that you can really tell what she looks like. But let's see. Is she green? Like, I don't. I know they want to reinvent the line, right? So sure, it makes sense to make some changes. But when some of the characters have the same skin and hair colors and some of them don't, like it's like, why did you choose to change some but not all of them? Let me see if I can find this thing. I'm going into the gram. And Okay, wherever it was, it's gone. Sorry. But yeah, um, I don't see why they changed some, but not all. Like, you're just gonna upset the fans who have been attached to Monster High for so long. I also am curious about Ghoulia's face mold, and I'm curious just to see her in general because she's like the only one that we haven't really seen. There was that like animated music video that they did that kind of gave you a glimpse of what she's going to look like. But I'm surprised we haven't had any leaks of her in this whole time that we've gotten leaks of like all these other lines, and Ghoulia is just not around. But hey, they brought her back because I know that a lot of people liked her, and she was taken out of the reboot of Monster High, like the first reboot, right? I think that's what happened, and people were upset. I really like, though, I'm really excited about Real Drama also. I want to find those. I was hoping to find those too. But I can't even get their listings to come up on Walmart. Because I want to get Real Drama Laguna. That was my water bottle that just fell. Yeah, I want to get Real Drama Laguna because I really like the way that Laguna, like original Laguna looks, and then like the black and white element was really cool. And yeah. So it's kind of nice that they're doing like side by side. You got like some old style Monster High dolls and then your new Monster High dolls. So you can get both ends of the fandom together. Ugh. I had to change my leg position. Yeah, that's true too. Twyla is supposed to be in the Creepover line, and we haven't seen her either. So, yeah, if you're going to take pictures and leak stuff, just do it all. Just snap all the pictures. I don't know how these people do it. I don't know if they're working in the factories or the warehouses or whatever, or they just are scouring seedy websites on the dark web. But the people who bring us doll leaks are blessings in disguise. Thought it was interesting they did Real Drama. Well, it's a vicious cycle, is what I'm seeing. You get Shadow High created to compete with the return of Monster High, but then you have Real Drama, black and white grayscale dolls to compete with the grayscale Shadow High. So, and then on top of that, Shadow High is extending to Halloween to try to really cash in on the monster thing. And yeah, it just continues. It continues and continues. Yes, Ashley, the Real Drama dolls. They are exactly what I was hoping for because I'm pretty sure in one of my videos I was like, it would be really cool if they were Creep production style but in black and white. And then boom, that's exactly what we got. So I'm very happy that they did that. And it makes sense too because it's not like we've had the first round of G3 to be like, okay, well, here's G3 and now here's G3 in black and white. It makes more sense to do the old dolls. Excuse me. Vanessa, I don't know. I can't speak emoji. But you always put so many cute emojis into the chat, Vanessa. Yes. Ashley, it's like you feel so like validated when they finally do something and it's like, we've been asking for this forever, or it's like, I totally called that. I totally called that. I was kind of disappointed though, speaking of like speaking of like calling in and everything, that they didn't put out a Rainbow High episode today. Like, did you see on the Instagram? I don't know if you guys follow the Instagram, but it's like, you know, oh, sorry, babies, or whatever stupid thing they said. We're not putting the episode, but it'll be worth the wait next week. I'm like really invested in this Rainbow Vision story. I really want to see what happens. I want to know. I want to see if they're going to address why Naomi's stamp on her box says Rainbow High when Veronica says Shadow High. I need to know the answer. And then yeah, I need to know who's going to win Rainbow Vision. You haven't been keeping up with the episodes. It's been a lot better this season than last season. Season 1 was fun because it was like, oh, we're learning about the characters of this brand new doll line that we're all just starting to get into. So it was a nice introduction, and the drama that they had with like Bella getting kicked out and then Amaya coming in and taking over was nice. It was good, but there were some problems in that season too, because at first it makes you feel like Violet's the main character, because she had her, like, every other week was the Vi life. So it was kind of like, okay, well, she's our main character. And she had her little storyline with Sunny and trying to break away and do her own independent thing. BB's Dolls and TV Archive. Hey, I have been good. I have been great. How are you? Sugar, you're between winner will be Natasha or Royal 3. I really want to hear Royal 3's song all the way through before I decide. You won't be able to get Haute Couture Laguna. Didn't she just come out this morning? So I guess, did she sell out? How quickly did she sell out? Is she sold out? I mean, I'm assuming because you said you can't get her. Because I know Cleo was gone in like 5 minutes. But I feel like Laguna's response wasn't as strong. Ashley, yes. Yes, I have. I mean, they were hinting at the possibility of it being Bella, because I knew for a while they were going to do another large doll. And the rumor from the get-go was like Bella, because Bella is kind of, I don't know, she just gets a lot of dolls out of all the characters. And then there was a listing like last month that said Bella, my runway friend or whatever. So I think it's pretty much confirmed that it's going to be her. And I'm sure she's going to be coming out soon, because the holiday toy frenzy is going to start soon. She does. I mean, she's had original, Pacific Coast. Now she's in the costume ball. She's going to be the large doll, and she has her junior high doll. She's sold out. Oh no. But how long did it take? I'm curious, because I didn't see anyone saying how long it took. I know each Haute Couture doll has sold out in a different amount of time. And I feel like Laguna, like I said, wasn't as popular with everyone. Anyway, I was talking about the show. What I was saying was, they kind of trick you into making you think that Violet is the main character. And then halfway through the season, when Amaya actually shows up, then it's like, Amaya's the main character now because she's the one that gets to like go out with River, like the only boy at the time. And then it's like focused around her and her transformation and trying to settle into the group and everything. But yet it was like so many episodes in, it's like, okay, why is our main character showing up now? And then season 2 was just, here's a doll we're releasing soon. Here's a doll we're releasing soon. Here's a doll we're releasing soon. So there was like nothing coherent about that season until like the last 2 or 3 episodes when they did the Rainbow Week, or is that what it was called? Rainbow Week, or whatever perspective thing that they did, the big project. And then they finally gave Bella's little storyline some closure because she finally got to talk to Jade and tell us what, like, how she got back into Rainbow High. Because I thought that was going to be the focus of season 2, but instead it was like, okay, episode 1, Bella's walking around alone. And then, never mind, we're not going to talk to Bella for the rest of the season until the end. And then this season, though, with this Shadow High rivalry and the Rainbow Vision thing and the drama, I'm invested. And then Ainsley switching sides and like, yeah. Definitely the best season so far. There was what? There was Aiden. Oh, Aiden. I thought it was one word, Aiden. I was like, what is Aiden? Yes, Aiden, that's true. He was there from the beginning with the A's, but they didn't give him a doll. They still haven't given him a doll, but I think they're hesitant to do boy dolls. But yeah, I don't think they planned for him to be anyone's love interest. Well, Ashley, Neon Shadow's song in full is floating around Instagram somewhere because I listened to it the other day. It's very much Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo, which is not a bad thing. Like, my brother hates that song. He thinks it's so horrible. And he doesn't like her. Just he thinks she's too much like one of those teen girls who every song is about a guy who broke her heart and everything. Like a new Taylor Swift, which she's fairly recent. She's not like brand new in the pop world, but she's not also like been around for too long. And yeah, she's kind of giving like she's trying to be like the next Taylor Swift because a lot of her songs are about breakups. Rodrigo. Yeah. I like Good For You. I think it's catchy. Her other songs are like meh, but that one is catchy. And so whenever it comes on the radio, if he's in the car with me, I have to turn it up because he hates it so much. And that's just what siblings do to each other. We torture each other. Oh, Laguna's sold out. I usually somebody is like, oh, she sold out in like this many minutes. Because I know it was like 3 hours for Frankie, like 2 days for Claudine, 7 minutes for Draculaura, and 5 minutes for Cleo. So, that is it's sad that I remember that, but I don't know, for some reason I do, because every time one comes out, it's like, oh, she sold out in however long. Like usually it's Zombie X Corn because he buys them all. Oh, you love Good For You? That's the song. Yeah. So Neon Shadow really sounds like that song because they do the whoa thing. Yeah. I'm sure, but yet she's not like edgy like old school Paramore. Yeah. I could see that too. Now that you mention it. God, what happened to them? Where are they even around anymore? My friend was so into them when we were in middle school and high school. But yeah, I haven't heard anything about them in a long time. I've lost my train of thought. Anyway, yeah. I do like the Neon Shadow song. That's what I was going to say. But I don't know if it totally matches the vibe because I was hoping for something a little more emo rock. And, you know, like you said, Paramore, if they leaned into Paramore even a little bit more. Good night, Ashley. Thanks for coming. It was fun. Oh, man. I'm probably going to go soon, too. But not yet. But soon. Yes. See, more rock. That's what I wanted. I wanted something like I said in the video, like Panic at the Disco, because I love Panic at the Disco. But yeah, it's a little too, and I guess, it's a dull line for kids. Kids can't listen to rock music. It's not kid friendly. I don't know. Or they're like, Olivia Rodrigo is really popular. Let's do a song like hers. Really like the cat mascot thing. Yeah, it's weird. It reminds me of, I mean, I know it's like an old school cartoon, but it also reminds me of Dot from Animaniacs. And it has, ever since I saw it on Nicole's thing in her first outfit. But yeah. I like it. I mean, it's weird. Like, I don't know why they chose that as a mascot, because I don't know what it has to do with being in the shadows or whatever. But it works somehow. April, hi. How are you? Welcome. Anyway, I love Jade in this outfit. And her coat just goes so well with it. So much better than Harley's actual second coat. I don't like that coat at all. Sugar, you haven't listened to the Divas and Neon Shadow. It's some, who had it? Oh, you also thought of Animaniacs? Okay, at least I'm not the only one. Somebody had it on their Instagram. I think it was Ash Silverstone. Maybe. You know what's annoying? Like, every time I want to find somebody on Instagram, I can never find the person I'm looking for. I have to go all the way into my follower, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. So if you go to ash.silverstone2022 on Instagram, he has Neon Shadow and the Rainbow Divas songs. Or he, they, I'm not sure if he's a he or a they. But yes. Check out that Instagram. The songs are on there. What's good tonight? Well, we opened Paige from Naturalistas, and she's very pretty. I was showing off Tessa a little bit because I got her, and we were talking about the Rainbow Vision season of Rainbow High, and yeah. So You're dying for Tessa? Yes, she's so cute. She's very pretty. I love this ponytail. And when there's a high ponytail, I just want to do this all the time. But I need to wash out the end of it because it's funky. Wonder if the cat mascot is related to being Shadow, since a black and white old school cartoon. It's an interesting perspective. I didn't think of that. Could be like a reference to the black and whiteness of Shadow High. Yeah. And Shadow is a good name for like a tuxedo cat or a black cat. I want to get a black cat. As you can see, I've got my black cat jammies on. But yeah, none of my cats are like pure black. But black cats tend to not be adopted as much as other cats because people think they're bad luck, which is bull. Like, they're no more lucky or unlucky than any other cat. So they get left behind, and it's so sad. And I want one because they're so pretty. And black cat fur is like so shiny. Like, I don't know what it is about black fur. It's just extra shiny, and I just want to be like kind of disappointed with the Rainbow Divas song. Yeah, I'm not really into it. It's boring. It's not even that diva-ish. Like, now from Rainbow Divas, it would have been great to have some like Destiny's Child stuff going on, or like, trying to think, another really like powerful girl group, but it was just kind of like, so I'll be interested to hear Royal Three's song because I'm sure it's going to be interesting. Sugar, you have a black cat? Black cats are so cute. And you too? So I got 3 people in here with black cats. That's amazing. I really want one. And it's funny because my mom's coworker, her cat just had kittens and she has 1 black kitten left, but I already have 4 cats. So I don't think we could have another cat. Although it would make us even with the 5 dogs. Then we'd have 5 and 5, but we can't take a kitten and it would be crazy and destructive and everything. But next time I get a cat, it's going to be a black cat. Cats generally tend to be disliked. Greedy and mean. I mean, I know people feel that way about cats, but like, that's ridiculous. Every cat has a different personality, just like every dog has a different personality, and every person has a different personality. I have a cat, one of the 4, who is more a people cat than a cat cat. And he wants to be with me. He talks to me. He curls up next to me and he's just like, he's the sweetest, most lovable thing. You can't look at that cat and tell me that cats are mean and greedy if you spend any time with that cat. And then I have the other one who runs down the stairs when I come home from work and goes, pet me now. And I have to sit on the steps and he gets into my lap and then I spend time with him because he's an old man and he just wants attention. So yeah, that it's all crap about cats being mean and greedy. Apparently shelters in the US don't adopt out black cats around Halloween. Well, that makes sense. It's the same way why pet stores don't want to sell rabbits around Easter time, because you get a rabbit for Easter and then you don't realize how much work goes into taking care of it and then they send them back. So yeah, no. I've had now many cats, so I know what I'm getting into with a cat. And that's what people need to realize. Animals are not just a doll, for example. Like, we get dolls because they're cute and we like to play with them. But then it comes to a point where you put them down and you want to, like, you do other stuff. And you can come back to them whenever you feel like. You can't do that with an animal. It's a living thing that needs your attention for the rest of its life. And, they have such short lives and they're so innocent and sweet. You want to make them nice. You can't just give them back the way you can return a doll that has a defect. I smacked everybody's feet over there. On Halloween, I used to not let our black cat out because I didn't want people to hit her. If people actually would do that, that would be horrible. I mean, that's the thing, though. Like, some people are so weirdly superstitious. It's a cat. It's a cat. It's not going to do anything to you unless you attack it or something. Got some cheese-loving cats. You can tell you have cheese. Yeah, my cat, I feel bad because I haven't been... So, our microwave has been broken for like a month. And we're finally getting a new one next week. Like, they're coming to install it. But I used to get those just crack an egg things for breakfast where you crack an egg into the cup and then it comes with packets of potatoes or vegetables and meat and cheese. And it's shredded cheese. So I had been every morning eating one of those, and then I would give like one little shred of cheese to 2 of the cats and then the one dog. And so it got to the point where when I would come down in the morning and start my coffee, the cats knew that I was going to get the thing out and give them a piece of cheese. And then when the microwave broke and I couldn't do it anymore, they'd be looking at me like, "Where's our cheese, ma'am? Like, this is cheese time, isn't it? Where's the cheese?" They're so smart. Dark cat, yours watches you. It waits for you to do the right thing. Yeah, give them the cheese. And then everything will be fine. If you do not give them the cheese, there will be consequences. Sugar, in your old neighborhood, neighbors used to joke about killing me. Okay. Because I just slammed on the floor. The dogs are going crazy. But I got upset because you said that about killing the cats. That's terrible. I don't understand these people. Like, how can you look at an animal and see that the life in their eyes and that, they're looking at you and they have thoughts and feelings and be like, this is an object and I'm going to destroy it? Like, what kind of a sick person do you have to be like that? April, my daughter's cat runs our house. Oh, she's orange and white with long hair. So pretty. Long-haired orange. That does sound pretty. There's a commercial for cat food right now that has like a long-haired orange cat that's super pretty. I have a short-haired orange tabby. He's very smart, but very bad. Not like bad in like a mean way, but he gets into trouble because he's smart and he gets bored. So he gets into trouble because he's like opening cabinets and like jumping places he shouldn't go. And then you look at him and you're like, "Ian, stop that." And he's like, "Me." He talks back to you. See, so it's an orange cat thing. I think orange cats are just troublemakers in general. You have a bored, smart troublemaker too. Yeah. It's fun when they're smart because like you can see the intelligence in their eyes, and he talks back. Like, you talk to him and he meows back at you like, "Get off my back, mom." But so it's fun, but then yeah, they get in trouble. And then it's like, "What are you doing?" Yeah. Cats are so fun. She'll reach up to scratch a chair and look at me to see if you yeah, like I could just picture it. That's what our one dog does too. She's also very smart. She's a Chihuahua, like Bichon. We think we know the mother is a Chihuahua, but the father we're not sure. And she like if you start talking about her, all of a sudden you're like, she looks over at you like me, little innocent me, not so innocent. You only give her a little cheese since it's not the best for her. You always almost give her some cheese. Something in my teeth. Yes. What was I gonna say? Yeah. How can you can't look at the cat in the face and they're looking for the cheese and they're like, please, like, I want some cheese. And then you're like, oh, all right, you're too cute. Here's some cheese. And you're like, it's just a little bit. And then, it's every single day. Dark cat, do you have an Ian? Because that's my orange cat's name is Ian. Or do you remember that my cat's name is Ian? That he's the orange troublemaker. Your rascal climbs up the top of the upper cabinets and hangs out there. Yes! Tapping cats? Now, what does that mean? I'm not sure what that means, but I know what you're talking about with the upper cabinets. Ours jumps on the counter, then onto the fridge, then the upper cabinets. And then you come home and he's up there and he's like, meow. And you're like, get down. Here's some ice cream. Yeah, the one cat that we have, he loves dairy. Like he's one of the ones that I would give the cheese to in the morning. But if there's anything like, we had pasta the one night, and then he jumped up on the table, and somebody's plate had some ricotta cheese on it still, and he jumped up to lick the cheese. He jumped up when we had subs and was eating that cheese. Like he just loves cheese and dairy. She taps anything that's like, no. Yes, I see what you mean. The crash. Yeah, mine does that too sometimes. Thankfully, not with any of the stuff in my room, but I think the shelves are so tight that he can't really get up to, like, get on the shelf. Did I say his name? I guess I did. Ian, yes, is my troublemaker. He's the big bad. He's also, like, literally big. He's just, like, gotten really fat. And I think that's another orange catcher. I don't know if you're orange long-haired, whoever it was that said that. I already forgot. But yeah, I don't know if your orange long-haired is fat, but I feel like every orange cat that I've ever met in my life has just been a chonker. And he's no exception. He's very solid. Like I used to be able to easily pick him up. Now it's like, oof. And I have another one that's a chonker too. She's like a light calico. So she has like a gray base and then the tan spots. She's really fat. But then Slinky, who is the super sweet one, is really skinny. But I think that's because he's so skittish that he's got all this nervous energy that burns off the food. And then Kitty Kitty, the Himalayan, is just old, so I think that's why he's kind of skinny. But yeah, that's the overview of my little kitties, my clouder, as a group of cats is called. Okay, yeah. So it must be something about skittish cats that they're skinny. I was saying Ian, get down. I didn't even think I said Ian, but I guess I did. Yeah. He's a bad boy. Ian the kitty. That's what we call him. But yeah, it must be something about skittish cats that they're skinny. Because they're like running around and jumping all the time. Slinky is very like, even if you approach him like too quickly, he's like, but I'm like, no, come here. What doll am I getting next? Working on Shadow High clearance. Oh. Are they on clearance? I haven't really seen them clearanced out yet where I am. What am I getting next? Whatever I can find next. I've had such a hard time. But I really want to start getting the Monster High dolls, and I just haven't been able to find them yet. But that would be one that would be the next thing I would really like to get, is to start getting G3 Monster High. Otherwise, I do kind of also want the red-haired holiday Barbie, but she's still out of stock on Walmart. And the Cutie Reveal Owl, because I thought she was really cute. But I'm still kind of waiting on her. Otherwise, yeah. I want Monster High. I'm ready. I'm ready for Monster High. They're 20-ish on Amazon? And 18 for Series 4? Now I'm going to have to look at this. Your black cat is skinny and mischievous, and then Sugar, your black cat is grumpy and curious. I think all cats are just curious. It's the nature of the cat. Let's see. Oh, Ainsley on Amazon is $10 off. The Storm Twins are $10 off. And yeah, Series 1 of Shadow High are all like $20.99. Yeah, and Series 4. Wow. That was quick. I feel like the other like Rainbow High dolls have taken a long time to go on sale or go clearance. Then again, you guys realize that Shadow High came out like right before Easter, or like right around Easter, and that was in April, and it's now September. And here I'm thinking like, oh yeah, they just like came out not that long ago. Why are they on clearance? It's been months. Time flies. You kind of want to check them out on Amazon, but you're not sure about ordering. Yeah, well, you can't see them in person. Although, well, are you thinking Shadow High or Series 4? Because Series 4, I would not take the chance. But Shadow High, I feel like the quality control was a lot stronger for whatever reason, because all three of the ones that I got, and they were like right when they came out, were really good. Like they had no problems. So I don't know why from Shadow High to Series 4 it just went, but oh, the cat knows who you're talking about her. They have a sixth sense. You're so behind. Working on Series 1 Junior High and Shadow High. Got Sabrina full price. I mean, I think the Rainbow Divas in general are pretty good for their price, considering that you get the 2 outfits plus the trunk case and the accessories and everything. Like, they come with a lot of stuff. So I think that, yeah, full price for them isn't so bad. I would say out of all the Rainbow Vision dolls, like, Rainbow Divas are probably best monetary value, then Neon Shadow, and then Royal 3. Although I really do like her, but I will say that I ordered her on like a PayPal payment plan. So like 4 sets of $10 basically to make myself feel better about spending $40 on her. But it's not that she's bad, but she doesn't come with as much stuff, and none of the Royal 3 come with as much stuff as you get with the other bands. Yeah, Series 4. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. You're able to get Aisha for 40. Yes. Yeah, and the trunk case is probably my favorite part of those. I would definitely like consider getting them online, secondhand, like just to have more storage. But they're not as great of storage, I don't think, as like the regular clear trunks that we've had in the past. So probably not, but they are cute. I do like them as a piece. Um, yeah, it's Junior High Series 1 on clearance. I guess now that Series 2 is out, it would make sense for them to be on sale. So, April, are you getting all of them or are you just picking your favorites? Husband came home and said you gonna get you pink. So he was gonna get you Mara, right? That's Mara, right? And he's freaking out over the cost. That was nice of him, though, that he was gonna go get you a doll. Now, does he know, though, to like really scrutinize Rainbow High dolls in the store? Would he be sitting there at the shelf being like, At this point, I'm sure the people at my Target know me. And like they probably like I don't talk to them, but I'm sure the electronics people have seen me so many times at Target now that they're like, oh my god, it's that girl getting the dolls again. Because I'm sitting there and I'm like this and putting the boxes next to each other, and I'll like swap them to see if it's like the angle that's making me think that their faces are off. But this is what we do for doll collectors. You never got a messed up one? Well, you're in the minority, I think. I mean, I've had good luck and I've had bad luck ordering online. I ordered. What did I order online? Out of the ones that I still have, Cheer Sunny was online and she was good. But this was before Rainbow High was becoming notorious for like really bad quality control. So she was good. My OG Bella, I ordered online, but I don't have her anymore. I kind of couldn't help it and replaced her with the Pacific Coast Bella. And then Robin, I ordered online, and she's in really good condition. She doesn't have anything wrong with her, is what I'm trying to say, even though I ordered her online. But then there was Phaedra and Margot, and then, you know, that was it. That was it. When you bought Mina at full price, sisters, like, is she bathed in gold or something? Well, I don't think you have to feel embarrassed. I think the rising price from like the 26 that it was to the 29 was a result of inflation when it came to like Shadow High and then Series 4. But they shouldn't be keeping the price the same if they're taking away the extra outfit. But yeah, I think that the $30 is like fair enough. So I wouldn't feel embarrassed about that. Because there were, when Series 4 dolls are done right and they're not all messed up, they're very nice. I mean, as a whole, the line is really nice. I mean, I love Delilah, and I'm perfectly happy with just Delilah, but each of them had their own um really cool designs, and I don't know. I just thought they really put a lot into them is what I'm trying to say. So, I'm not mad that I spent $30 on Delilah because I think she's gorgeous. And so I don't think you should feel bad. You weren't going to get any of Shadow High and you got Natasha for 20. Yeah. They are really cool. I'm looking over here because that's where they are. They're up on the shelf. But yeah, I think I'm team Shadow High now, like officially, even though I'm still enjoying Rainbow High dolls, like, you know, my precious little darling. And then ones like Tessa, and there's other ones I'm sure in the future that I'll be like, oh, I like Rainbow High. But every time a Shadow High doll gets leaked or something, I'm like, cool. It's so cool because it's different. It's not just like, oh, it's another color. It's like, oh, how can we take color and then make it not color, or like just look like, I don't know, spooky, I guess, or edgy or whatever. Shadow High just does like so much different stuff. So that's why I'm like super into Shadow High. So I don't blame you for getting hooked, April. And yes, the diversity of Series 4 is what made them extra special. So, and then, you know, they really leaned into a lot of it too, because it wasn't just like, okay, well, you know, we'll do an Indian doll and then, but she wears whatever clothes. She like has Indian inspired clothes. And, you know, we had, oh, we'll do an albino doll, but, you know, she'll have black eyelashes. No, they did white eyelashes. So it truly is like she's fully albino. I also hope that they continue the diversity. However, they gotta get better about the culture stuff, because yeah, I really like that you can tell that Leela is Japanese, but then they go and throw in the, like, I didn't really notice at first the Chinese influence in her, but I'm not an expert in like every Asian culture. Like, I recognize more Japanese stuff than anything because I've watched anime. So, but you know, there is some crossover in Asian culture just because, you know, it kind of all has blended together in different periods of history. But obviously, someone who is Chinese versus Japanese is going to look at that and be like, well, that's part's not, you know, my culture. That's somebody else's culture. How could they mess that up? Um, yeah, that's the thing. I really liked Leela's design, but I didn't realize that she's mixing things. So they need to get better about that, is what I'm trying to say. I'm getting all long winded. Uh, yeah, so Vessi Vessi. Is that how you say that? Or is it Vis Vis? I don't know. But hello. Nice to meet you. What do I think of new Nana Na dolls and the price point? I think the Nana Na dolls are a little too pricey. But I think the reason that they're pricier is because of the way they're made. I really do think the latest line of teens, which is probably the last line of teens, is really nice. But oh, you regret buying her sugar? Which one do you have that you regret? But yeah, I think For MGA, it's not a surprise that they're priced the way they are, but I do also think that there is something in their construction that drives the price up more. And I mean, I like them, and then I'm also like not interested because they're cute and they're different, but they're also like so awkward. Like you can't sit them down or anything. And actually, I did buy what's her face? Why can't I remember your name? She was on clearance. She was over 50% off at Walmart. And so I was like, I've been looking at her for a long time. Now she's at a price that I appreciate. So I'm going to get her. But, I only have now 3 little ones and then Piper because they're just so awkward and I don't know what to do with them because they don't sit, like this is not sitting. And so they're cute and they come up with cute designs, but it's like, what am I supposed to do with them? And they are a little bit pricey. They're a little bit pricey for what they are, but then at the same time, like I said, I think it's because of the construction of them. Also, X Fair Fairy, I didn't miss your comment. I'm going back to look at it now. Been so concerned with the defects you've been getting. RH in stores as soon as I could, paying full price so that you would have better choice in the face-ups. Exactly. That's what I'm doing too. I absolutely... I mean, I was really scared ordering Tessa. I was like, this is a mistake. This is a mistake. And then she came and she was thankfully like acceptable. But yeah, I've been burned too many times. And that's why when I was looking for Harley, I was looking all over. I was about to... Good night. Thanks for coming. Yeah, when I was looking for Harley, I was about to go an extra like hour out of my way to go to a Target that said they had Harley in stock because I had to see her in person. So even though I could order her online, I was like, I can't order her online. I have to see her in person. And thankfully, I didn't wind up having to go an hour out of the way because they happened to have them at the one Target that I was near that I just was like, I'm just going to peek. And there she was. So I didn't have to go crazy. But that's what I was willing to do to see the doll in person. Anyway, where was I? They did a good job with Mina. Yes, I think they did a good job with Mina too. But I think that was a little bit easier for them to be like, oh, this is clearly Indian because it's, I don't know. Again, I'm probably talking out of my ass because I don't really know enough about other cultures. But I feel like Indian's a culture that's not, it's hard to mess it up. Like, I feel like it's very clear. People look and they're like, that's Indian. But I could be wrong about that. Like I said, I could be talking out of my ass. Anyway, Sugar, you have the Sailor one. I did not ever get that one, but that one was on my radar for a long time. I actually really liked that series, the ocean themed series. I had the pirate one, but I got rid of her because, again, Nana Nazar just really awkward and I just didn't know what to do with her. And she was cute, but I was just like, I liked her and I didn't like her. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. And I had a couple from the first ever series also that I got rid of. And my one teen, the Doberman teen, I sent to Ex Canadensis. So at least I know that one got a nice home, and she had been collecting, like trying to catch up on the teens. So I was like, oh, let her have this teen. And yeah. So I only have Tuesday Meow, Myra, who I made a video about, and now this one, who I can't remember her name. It is Lilling Luck. That's what her name is. Lilling Luck. So now I have Lilling. Anyway. April, I can see what you mean. Like, you only get the ones that you like. And like, that's kind of what I've been doing here too. But I generally just only get the dolls that I like anyway. So I don't really have that issue when it comes to any doll line of trying to complete the whole line. Yeah. But I think I'm even more picky about Nana Nas than like any other doll. Because even though I've liked her for a while, and you know, I kept seeing her in the store, but I was like, I can't justify $25 for her. And that's why when I saw she was only $11, like, okay, now we can buy her. Although this one that I found, she was the only one, but there's a little hole in her shirt here, but I can easily fix it. It's just a popped seam. Dark Cat, your cat's in your lap? Well, then tell your cat I said hello. And give her a good scratchy scratch. You won't get another Nana Na doll. So what was it that you didn't like about them? Because I mean, I've told you my feelings, so I would like to hear what you think. Why you wouldn't get another? April, you're desperately trying to stop being completionist. The money is helping you stop. That is a big part of it. It's like we as doll collectors have chosen a very expensive hobby. And it sucks because it's like, it's fun, and you know, I'm enjoying having this community around it here on the channel, and you know, we're all getting into it, and so like I want to continue doing it for that purpose, as well as just satisfying my own, like, I just like the dolls purpose. But money, if only we were collecting something like rocks that we could just pick up off the street. Okay. That's part of why I'm not as into Nana Nas either. And the hats are really soft and nice quality, but yeah, it's ridiculous that you can't take the hat off. And yes, the articulation is, what is this? What is this? That's why I like, if I had a good place, like I put Tuesday and Myra up on the outer shelf now of the closet that I have up there. And so at least I finally found a spot. But if I had a better place all this time for Nana Nas, I probably would have had more, because there were a lot that were cute. Like, I think it was the third series. There's like that poodle one. She was really cute. Might have kept the pirate one, and might have gotten more of the teens. I do like the koi fish teen. I think she's really pretty, but I can't imagine having another unwieldy teen. Like, I love Piper, and I'm, you know, she has her spot at least, so I don't feel like I don't have a place for her. I don't want to change her outfit though. But I do really like her a lot, and I love her hair. And I love her weight too. Like, she's nice and substantial. But I can't, like, I don't think I could get another teen. Like, I had one, and I just, you know, they're just too awkward. And they were both on top of each other over here in this one little corner because I didn't know where else to put them. Girl, OMGs are coming at us like, what the heck? Yes, I know. Actually, I don't really have my sights on any OMGs that are coming out right now. Like the winter fashion show line is cool. I appreciate it, but none of them are really blowing my mind at the same time. So I think La Rose is probably the closest that I feel like I kind of like her. Starry Sakura. Hi. Hell. I mean, hello. You like the pink one? Yeah. So you like La Rose, April. I mean, she is really pretty. But I don't know if I'm ready to buy her. Like, she's not pretty enough that I'm like, give me. I'm waiting on Sparkle Star, the basketball one, you know, with the purple hair, because I love her colors and I love her sportiness, even though she's like very high sporty, not just athleisure. The purple and gold is getting to me, so I'm absolutely getting Sparkle Star. And then series 4 of the tweens, right? We're on series 4, right? That's the one with Allie Dance and Jenny Rocks and everything. I just saw Allie Dance like out of box. Somebody posted pictures of her, and she's really cute. She's got like a little tutu on. You like the tennis one? Yeah, the tennis one is cute too, but I'm just not really usually into sports dolls. The only reason I like Sparkle Star is because of the purple. And actually, I have Cat Mischief on pre-order. I haven't checked in a while to see if she's shipped yet. Nope. It says arriving October 5th. But I have Cat Mischief on pre-order, who's the Masquerade Cheshire Cat tween. I'm excited about her because, again, with cats, obviously I'm a cat person. But yeah, a lot of the other OMGs I'm not like super excited about, or like the cowboy one and the other one that goes with the cowboy one. But yeah, oh man, maybe in the future if La Rose goes on sale, I would probably get her. Maybe. We'll see. I think for an I'm so far, don't know what to do. What do you mean? Like, oh, to stop collecting? Yeah. You know, the thing about collections is, at least what I've found, is that you never truly stop. You may slow down for a little while. Like, there's always when you start a collection that flurry of, I need to buy all this stuff to like create the base of my collection, right? And then there's a period of like steady buying after that. It's like, okay, every week I'm gonna grab one, or however long in between. And there's always like a slow period after a while. It's like, well, now I feel like I've really collected as much as I can for the time being, so I'm gonna pick stuff that's really unique and special. And I know this because I went through it with my teapot collection. Like when I started collecting teapots and tea sets, it was just like, oh, that's cute, that's cute, that's cute. But now I'm at a point where, yeah, I don't like run around from store to store looking for teapots and stuff, but I still buy something because it's all going in the collection. You never stop. It's you get these longer pauses in between buying stuff. And if that's what it has to come to with dolls too, then so be it. So don't feel bad if you have to take a longer pause in between your collecting, because you got to have money for food and to pay the bills. You've been true to OMG from the, yeah. OMG fans, I know they're like the ones that have been there from day one are the most dedicated and loyal. And I think that's why, much as Rainbow High gets on my nerves with the price hikes and the quality control, I've been collecting Rainbow High since they first came out, which hasn't been that long. But I'm like, they're my favorite. I can't not want them because I just loved them from the beginning. I said way back, because I saw somebody unbox the Poopsie Surprise large dolls that Rainbow High was based on. And I remember watching the video and being like, man, if they only made them in a regular fashion doll size, I would love to get something like that. And lo and behold, they come out with Rainbow High. My prayers were answered. So, like, I was hooked from the beginning. So I totally understand how you feel about the OMGs. OMGs I had to learn to love, but Rainbow High was like, sugar. If I ever feel like I want to stop collecting, I'll put my dolls in a box and keep them. Prefer not regret selling them. Yeah. I mean, I can't say that I think back on any of the dolls that I've sold and I'm like, oh man, I wish I hadn't, except for one, which is a weird one. But it was a Hairdorables, actually. Bejeweled Bella, who, she's not really that like unique from a lot of the other Bellas that there are in Hairdorables, but Hairdorables was one of the first things that I started buying because I figured, oh, they're small and I can hide them and I don't have to feel like I'm taking up tons of space with like dolls. And yet, you know, that lasted all of like how long? But yeah, I decided to sell her, and then when I was packing her up, I just remember feeling like I shouldn't be doing this. I really shouldn't be doing this, but I sent her away, and then I was like, oh, and I still think about her for some reason. I don't know why. I just think about her. None of the other dolls, like, I remember which dolls I had and sold, but I never go back and think like, yeah, I shouldn't have gotten rid of that one. Most of the time it's like I know, because I don't just pick one up and be like, okay, you're going. Like, I go back and forth a lot before I finally decide. But I can always tell, because it's kind of like, you know, I look at that one less and less, or I pick it up less and less, and I'm like, maybe it's time to give somebody else a chance to love this doll. And that's what I tell myself, is that they're going to a home that's going to love them. You got caught up in June with OMG, then boom. Yeah. This is why I don't collect every single one. And besides the money thing, the other reason I don't collect every single doll is because I don't love every single release from any doll line. So, yeah, it's like, you know, Pokemon, gotta catch them all. But then at the same time, it's like, but do I really need to catch them all? I don't really like this one that much. So I would prefer to just keep to the ones that I really absolutely love. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to complete a collection. That's just not me. But yeah, I know MGA just keeps rolling them and rolling them. Sugar, you don't have any of the hair mazings? They are nice. That's the other thing. I had Noah. I had two Noahs now. I had the original Noah Hair Amazing, and then I had the Kaleidoscope one, and I wound up selling them both because I liked them, but I got over them pretty quickly. But I still have my Hair Amazing Neela, even though she's got the wonky neck. And Logan, who came with her. Hair Amazings are nice. I don't think they're bad dolls, but I guess I just wasn't as into them as the little Hair Adorables dolls to like really want to keep a whole collection of them. I wanted a lot of the prom ones though, but the prom ones have been really fluctuating on Amazon. I keep watching because I kind of want to get Dee Dee, but the price will go from like $5 one second to like $20 the next second. And I'm like, I just, at this point, they should all just be really cheap. It's been like over a year since they came out. It's time to go on like permanent clearance. But I don't know. I might get Dee Dee. I'm not sure. You get not loving all, but together they really complete each other. No, I know what you mean. And especially with OMG, because a lot of the lines are made to be very cohesive, like remix. I mean, it is and it isn't. The winter fashion show is definitely really cohesive. They really go well together because they're all a lot of the same color tones and the high fashion looking pieces. So yeah, they really go together. But other lines like the black light one or the winter line, like I see what you mean about seeing them together. So I don't know, but I take each doll individually, kind of. So everybody collects differently, though. That's part of what makes collecting so fun. And my ring light is doing weird things. I move and then all of a sudden I look like really washed out. Yeah. So Sugar, do you want the original Bella or the prom Bella? Prom Bella is pretty cool with the swan theming, but I never really liked her. Okay, the OG. I never really liked the big powder puff hair. I think that kind of put me off. Otherwise, I probably would have liked Bella the best. I keep looking over at Neela, thinking if I should like grab her, but you like the hair? Well, that's totally fine. I mean, like I was just saying, we all have different preferences for our dolls. But yeah, that one just I just found it kind of weird that she had the puffy hair like that when all of her, for the most part, all of the Hair Adorable versions of Bella had just like wavy hair and, like long flowing blonde hair. Yeah, I don't know. But that's just me, my personal opinion. So, not that I dislike the puffy hair. I mean, obviously, Paige has nice puffy hair, but it looks really good on her. I really do like her. I like the feel of her legs. That sounds weird. I like her legs. Anyway, let me look at the price real quick. Cool fact about small hair Adorables. Their clothes fit Barbie babies. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought to put their clothes on Barbie babies, but that's good to know, I guess. Maybe. All right. So, like, how does this make sense? So, Prom Dee Dee, I'm looking at Prom Dee Dee right now. She is $19.99. But Harmony is only $8.99. And then the 2-pack of Neela and Logan, which was originally $36.99, is now only $9.99. So, like, how is it that the 2-pack is cheaper than a single doll right now? Why is Dee Dee full price still? It's annoying. I hope there's more dolls with afro. I think they're definitely going to start doing more afro dolls in other doll lines. I don't see like MGA doing it quite as much. They seem to kind of shy away from afro, but I think I could see Barbie doing more. And definitely now that we have Naturalistas on the market, that is another option. And see, you got the 2-pack for $9. Like, I paid full price for them. And like, I wasn't mad about that. I think it was worth it with all the stuff they came with. If it wasn't for the fact that her neck was screwed up, I wouldn't have had any complaints whatsoever. But like, now that they're all on clearance, they should all be on clearance. You would buy the 2-pack, but you don't like Logan? I think Logan's cute. Like, I'm not usually into boy dolls either, but he actually has good articulation. Like, he has the same articulation that she does. And his outfit is cute. I don't know. And they look really cute together. Like, when I put them next to each other, I can feel the dolly love. Sounds weird, but like, yeah. They haven't been separated since I opened them. Kiop. Hi? Wait, in a totally utilitarian society where an educational institution like Corleone is positioned in relation to the monetary laws in force regarding national opinion regarding the price of gold. You do realize that this is a doll channel, right? What are you doing here? I don't have an answer for your question, if that was even a question, because it did not sound like a question. It sounded more like a statement. Anyway, thanks for coming. Yeah, Logan is not bad for a boy doll. Don't really have a lot of boy dolls. Let's see. Who do I have? I have my fashionista that looks like my brother still. And yeah, I think I have Logan, and that's it. I did have River for a while, but I kind of got over River. I find clearance dolls for me and niece so we can both have one. Oh, that's sweet. That's nice that you guys can share dolls together. And this way, like, I think it's kind of fun. Like, I wonder how many other adult collectors. I mean, I know there have been adult collectors on YouTube who have had their kids involved in everything when they were actually like really young. But I wonder how many like outside of YouTube also like collect with their kids. Because I think that's a really nice way to connect too, because your kids, like, they try to show you, like, kids try to show their parents stuff and parents don't get it because they're not involved. Like, say you try to show your parents a video game that they've never played or whatever, and you're all like, oh, and mommy, it does this and that and the other thing, and then they're just like, yeah, that's nice, honey. But if you are actually collecting dolls with your kid, then you're both into it, and it's just more special. At least I would imagine that's how it is. Not that I have kids. I Yeah. I am single and yeah. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. It's we've been on for over 2 hours, and so I'm starting to get like bleh, but yeah. Just lives far away. So we open them on FaceTime together. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I wish I had young family. Like I said, I'm not anywhere near having a child because I've got no prospects. And my brothers also don't have prospects. So it's not even like I'm going to have nieces or nephews anytime soon. So that would be so fun. I should try to do that if anyone has like a young girl in my family, a baby ever. You had to send her doll stands. You remember when younger your dolls were like your family? I had that too. I think that probably a lot of doll collectors had that feeling, and that's why we're doll collectors now as adults. Well, cuz like they're like a person. So, you can talk to them and they can be your friend when you don't have any friends in real life. I mean, I say a lot that I was like, I didn't have friends growing up, but I did. It's just that they like, they weren't great friends, or I wasn't a great friend. So it was like, there were moments where it was like, I am alone in this world, so I'm going to go play with my dolls instead. I don't know if you guys have gone through that too, but that's probably part of why I'm so attached to the dolls. Anyway, I think. Oh my gosh. I know. I had to protect my dolls too. Because my brother ripped heads off of dolls in the past. And after he did it the second time, I was like, that's it. Oh, yeah, dogs, forget it. I didn't have a dog until I was older, and my dolls were not really a thing at the time. They were like in storage. But yeah, I can imagine. Dogs and dolls don't mix. But yeah, brothers and dolls also don't mix. And there was that time my brother spilled out my Barbie grocery store food all over my floor, and I had to make sure all the pieces were still there when I put it back in the container, because my mom was so like, if you lose these pieces, I'm not going to get you anything like that anymore because there's so many small pieces. And I was like, I promise I'll put them away. Then he goes and does that. Yeah. Yeah, cats and dolls don't mix either. Trauma? Yes. We are. This is our coping mechanism. It could be worse. We could be doing drugs out on the street, like, gambling, like, yeah, doing all kinds of stuff. Who knows? Cats are afraid of the dolls. I can see that. I can. Cats are weird. They get scared about everything. Yes, they leave your dolls in peace. See, That's why I have to keep the closet door closed. And on top of that, I have a folding drying rack for my clothes. And I have to wedge that in front of the closet door because the one cat will open the closet door because there's carpet in here and she wants to lay on the carpet. But she also will like bat at the doll stuff in here or like knead in the hair. So I have to make sure she can't get in here. Oh my god, yes, cats because they love to squeeze into little places. It's like a box. Oh man. Giant cat monster in the dollhouse. That's cute. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go because we're almost to 3 hours and I'm tired. It's Friday. I worked all week. It's time for Betty. And I got a long day ahead. So it has been fun. She likes the cat scratches. Good. I'm glad. And you're welcome for the live stream. Thank you for coming. Thanks for everybody who came and anyone who's watching the playback. If you survived this long, I can't believe you did. But anyway, yes, I enjoyed it, and I will let you know when I have another one or plan to have another one, and I'll hopefully be uploading a regular video soon. So good night, everybody. Have a fun weekend. Oh, I will. I'm going to sleep like a rock. Goodbye.